What's up, guys? This is Bex, and welcome to another episode of Peaktime Speaktime. Today I'm going to be talking with Dajon Charles, Deluxe Media. This guy was added to the team just a few weeks ago. I have been working with him for a while, but I figured it would be a great addition to the team. So let's hear what he has to say. Let's remember, this is Peaktime Speaktime, and we're having fun.
What's up, guys? My name is Dajon Charles, as Bex just mentioned, owner of Deluxe Media and a brand new member of the studio. I've been doing videography for the better part of about 7 years, and I've known Bex for about 5 years in those 7 years.
I don't remember that. I met this guy a few weeks ago, like I told you.
I mainly do videography for a little bit of photos. I like to say I'm a videographer that can take photos, but people always ask me, can you do my photos? So I'm like, no. I send them to Bex or other photographers that I know. I met Bex the first time at a wedding that I was working with Wendell from iCast. I was years ago.
Big up iCast. And I shoot weddings sometime, guys. Not all the time, but
yeah, that's a long time ago. But that's the first time I can remember meeting Bex, and then I met him through Wendell, other places. And then eventually I went on my own, and then through weddings, I saw Bex more, we spoke, and then now we have a partnership together.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of work to do. But for now, let's just talk about the wedding scene, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people don't like to take on weddings as a photographer or videographer because it's such a challenge.
Yeah.
It's something that could be a little nerve-wracking because you can't shoot this twice.
Yeah.
It's somebody's special day, you can't make a mistake.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things that we have to put in place, like making sure you have like a certain number of cameras on the day. Like for me, shooting with one camera is a no.
Yeah.
So just having one camera in your bag is not the safe way to go. Because imagine you shooting and the camera goes completely off. Is it the same for you?
I mean, yeah, but then I like to live life on the edge and take risks.
We don't live in. Because listen, you shoot it, right? Now, for me, my shutter is slapping 24/7 shooting this wedding.
Yeah, fair,
Their shutter can just go off at any moment.
Fair.
In my bag, I have a second camera.
Yeah, fair.
So if it goes off, I could just grab the second camera. Having two cards, is it the same for you?
Yeah, but I don't used to.
Okay, I use two cards, so there's a backup. So if that one card goes bad on the wedding, there's a backup. So you guys can be safe that Bex Photo Pro is here for you.
With all your backups.
All your backups. All right? That's just a plug I'm putting in there. By the way, guys, don't forget to follow Peaktime Studio on Instagram.
Deluxe Media on Instagram. Deluxe Media on YouTube.
And Bex Photo Pro on Instagram. I'm trying to reach 10K.
I'm trying to reach 1K. I already have 800, Missy. I already have 800.
Help us out, you know.
Let me get to 1K.
Yeah, help us out, you know. Follow and, you know, subscribe, like the pictures, like the videos.
Yeah, go on YouTube. I have a bunch of videos there, some weddings I did. I'll be adding more. So let's make sure you all watch my stuff, like, comment. You're getting married, book me for video, book Bex for photo. We have a good dynamic. We there.
We there.
Yeah.
We there. Now. Granted, we're going to be having fun at your wedding, right? But you know that you're going to have a good job done, all right? So just look out. Now, another thing that happens at weddings are the guests.
Yeah.
We love the guests.
Yeah.
They make the wedding what it is. But some of them,
yeah, they're not too positive.
they want to walk in the aisles. They want to have their big iPads in your way.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what happened. I shot this wedding once, and the bride and groom was jumping the broom right there. So I set up the shot. You know, I had a videographer with me. I don't think it was you.
No, it wasn't me.
A videographer was at the wedding. And I set up the shot. And the bride and groom was supposed to walk. And both of us were walking back, shooting. And this lady just came out of the aisle. Boom. Right in the middle. We both missed the shot. There was no other photographer on the other side, no other photographer on this side, no videographer either. We missed the shot. And here's what happened. I stopped the wedding. Guys, I stopped the wedding. I to this day, I cannot understand how I did it.
Pull it back.
Yeah, something happened and I was like, you stopped my shot. Stop, guys. Can you do that for me again? And they did it. Nobody had a problem. They jumped the broom. The ladies stayed in the aisle,
Yeah.
and they walked out, confetti blasting. We got all the shots. So looking at the pictures, you would never know that, hey, the photographer stopped the wedding to do that again. And I felt like it was a great choice to make because we got these shots. The lady was put in her place. God bless her heart. But I had to put her to the side, you know. And she felt like she was getting a shot that we wouldn't get. But, you know, sometimes I tend to ask my friends on WhatsApp, send me the pictures that you guys take. Send me the pictures that you guys take at the weddings, right? Send me those pictures. Let me see what's so important that you guys are taking.
Yeah. But I feel like it just ruins the moment because you cannot sit down and enjoy what's happening because you're living through the lens of a phone. And even as a videographer or photographer, you never enjoy the moment watching through the camera because you're not seeing everything because your eyes are focused on what's in this frame. And it's the same thing on a phone. Like you can't enjoy and be happy for the couple or your friends because you're so focused on, okay, let me get that one picture, and you just miss the moment and you spoil the photos for a couple when they get it from the photographer.
I can tell you from my point of view, when I'm shooting, I try to get the families, not just the bride and groom and focus on. I try to get the family in the front row, the middle aisle. I just try to get the expression on everybody. And when there's not a notice saying no cell phones, you find everybody like this. I still take it. Sometimes I try to give eye contact like, hey, put the phone down, let me get a picture. Some people get it, some people never see me because they're recording a 30-minute video that nobody will look at. You know, I feel like the memory can be captured properly by the professionals that the bride and groom has chosen. A lot of people now, especially now in 2025, people vent. They really go and find the videographer and photographer that they want. You know, they look at their style, you know, the portfolio and all that. And 9 out of 10 times, what they chose is what they get. You know, so because they're high-end professionals. So you guys have to understand that, you know, stay away. Stay out of the way, you know. You know, put the phone down, you know. Let's let it look like you guys are enjoying the day. And it's about the bride and groom, not about you.
And let's respect their wishes because sometimes the bride and groom will say, hey guys, put your phone away. Or before the wedding starts, they said, make sure your phone is away. Or don't post anything on social media. But you'll still get the 1, 2 aunties, the uncles that think they're better than us and they want to just be in the way. And the terrible thing about it, when you tell them move, they want to be vexed with you.
Offended,
and they've been more vexed. I'm like, but the bride paying me for that. If I don't deliver that, it's me. I cannot say, Uncle Bob walk in front of me, but they say you should have moved Uncle Bob. You should have moved me there.
You cannot, that really and truly you cannot.
You cannot tell the bride you did not get that because that person.
And expect it to be a valid excuse.
They'll get vexed and then they'll go and give you a bad review. Your whole thing, your whole reputation mash up. So it's trying to find a balance between being assertive but not being disrespectful. So that the guests can respect you because they can understand your job, but they don't see you as being a terrible person.
So let's talk about dealing with the guests, or sorry, dealing with the clients. The clients email you. Now for me, I have to be in a comfortable position to answer emails. Because most times when I'm on a job or if I'm out there, I'm driving or something, an email comes through, sometimes I read it. Or I just open it, okay, email is coming. I'm not driving and looking at emails, guys. I mean, if I'm out there, probably look at it and I figure, hey, I will answer later. So I mark it as unread, you know, I go back. And I like to be comfortable where I'm sitting and answering emails. Because here's what happened to me once. I answered an email, but I answered the wrong email. And the person took offense because they felt like I was being too abrupt. And I was guilty but innocent in a way, you know. But I like to engage in conversation. That's why I don't put options for booking on my website. I like to engage in conversation and see what the client wants, you know. And even that is work in itself because there's a lot of thinking to do, a lot of questions to answer, you know. And you're trying to be the best professional that you can be when it comes to just not even just capturing the images but dealing with the client.
Personally, that's the part of the craft I hate. Like the administration part, sitting down there responding to emails, talking about payment. I don't like that.
I think that hate is a strong word. I think you might say you like the
I
least.
dislike it. I strongly dislike it.
Yeah.
I like to go out and shoot, but then
Yeah.
you have to remember you're in a business.
Yeah.
So you have to take the time to make sure your admin is in point. You respond to emails on time. You have proper internet etiquette. You cannot just say, book me.
Yeah.
You have to make sure what you say. You have to give the client a good experience.
Yeah.
And that's what I've realized, especially in St. Lucia where we sell experiences. You have to make sure every part of the experience is enjoyable. From the booking, from the inquiry, to the booking, to the payment, to on the day, to the delivery of the video, your photos. Everything must be seamless.
But even not even just weddings, even just me doing photo shoots on a day-to-day. I like to deal with people. You know, I send my prices, they look at it, and I'm not going to say that I have never missed a message. Some people would message me again, and thank God for that. They message again and like, hey, what's going on? Sometimes you get lost in the inbox or stuff like that. Things happen. You know, but for me, I like to talk to people, and I think that if the client, when it comes to photo shoots, that is, if the client goes out and looks for their concept first, it will be a better photo shoot.
It's a lot easier because you have something to reference throughout the day.
Yeah, me as a photographer, I deal with a few people. So if, let's just say, for the month, I have 10 photo shoots, I would like each of these photo shoots to know what they I want to know the direction, you know, instead of me having to look for a concept for each of these photo shoots. And then there's, on top of that, I have a lot of retouching to do, editing, if you don't know what it is, you know, to do for other clients. So it piles up. So I have emails to answer, retouching, regular editing, just like, you know, editing a wedding or just going through different photos. And retouching, by the way, is more intricate editing, like removing blemishes, moving the skin, you know, stuff like that. And imagine having all that to do and still have to find concepts for people. I could build on the concept. I could say, okay, you like this, I will be able to do this for you. That would work perfectly. That would make it much easier for me. I don't know, for you doing video, when people have to get concepts and stuff like that, is it the same?
Well, it depends, because most of my work, I try to do mainly weddings and corporate and events. So I don't really do, well, it's different because you guys have photo shoots. I don't have like a single video shoot like a photo shoot. If that makes sense. So it's not as difficult to come up with a concept, but like for weddings, for me at least, I have a form that I send to my clients that they have to fill out. You have to fill out that form to book with me personally. And it asks me your likes, where you guys met, what things do you enjoy. So there was this one couple who told me they enjoy mountain biking. So I made sure the background was hills. Or I put them in a place where it reminds them of that. I asked them, where did you first fall in love? So a couple was like, okay, we fell in love at the beach. So I know, okay, I'm gonna bring them on the beach so they remember that moment of being in love. So it's just to get these little details to craft that experience and craft that video from that couple.
So why didn't you get some bikes for them to ride on the wedding day?
Well, the budget.
The budget. Oh my gosh, right?
The budget.
The budget is one thing.
Because we did a shoot. There's an islet. I don't know if you know the islet in Soufrière, just off Soufrière town.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You can see the two people.
Yeah, so they came up to me with the concept, hey, I want to get that photo. How? I'm like, okay, we'll handle it. So I got the taxi for them. They came down to Soufrière. I got the boat, and then we went to the islet and we got that photo. Because they were like, my husband likes mountain biking, but I like the ocean. So how can we get the pito and the water whilst being, you understand? So I'm like, okay, let's figure it out.
So you see, what was missing is the bikes on the island.
We'll go bring it next time. I'll bring Bex here, bike.
I like bikes. So guys, we've spoken about, you know, where we met, that we're in business together. We've spoken about you guys following all our pages, Peaktime Studio, Bex Photo Pro,
Deluxe Media.
Yeah, we spoke about that. We spoke about little issues, you know, but there are going to be more of this. I want you guys to stay tuned for more. Keep following, keep liking, keep commenting, and we're going to be bringing you more content. This is Peaktime Studio at our new location, the American Drywall Building, and this is Peaktime Speaktime. See you later. This is Bex and this is
Dajon Charles.
See you guys later.